Hello and welcome back to Spirit Mom. Today at Spirit School, we'll be talking about the crown chakra. Today, as we finish off our talks on the chakras, let's take a deep breath and find that place of silence. So, here in the silence is the voice that comes down from the higher into the crown chakra. It is through our crown chakra our higher selves and or angels can enter our brains and give us helpful advice. It's that sense of knowing, that small whispering voice that tells us the right way to go and the right thing to do. Here in that place of knowing is where we can find our life path. This is where all matters of knowledge are known. Our higher self knows infinitely more than us, and it's right there. This is where that voice of stop drinking can come from, or get up from the couch, or don't say that. This is where that voice of reason comes from. When we first start to notice this voice, we often go, but why? What's the point? This voice will have no answer. It is usually a one step at a time voice. It'll wait until you stop drinking until it tells you the next step. So you stop drinking. Years later, finally tired of that perpetual cycle of hangover, get up, go to work, then come home, get drinking, wake up, hangover, go to work, come home, get drinking. Now you've been sober for a few months. You weren't an alcoholic, but you lived from one party to the next. In this soberness, that is your new life. And now comes the next step. Start yoga. Once you feel this strong push, you realize you've always had a constant affinity with the idea of yoga. You've gone to a class or two with your sister in the past, it just never stuck. Seeing how well not drinking is working out, you listen to this voice quicker and you start doing yoga, just watching YouTube videos at home. Why not? Now it's months later again, a little less though, and the next step comes, and the next and the next. After a while, it isn't months in between steps, it's minutes, then seconds. Next thing you know, that voice isn't quiet anymore. It's almost 100% running the show. Now, rather than the higher voice being the occasional visitor, it's your old whiny, poor me self. That's the occasional visitor, raising up its head when you stub a toe or lose a shoe, trying to use any opportunity it can get to take back control. But you don't let it. You take a deep breath and you continue on in your current higher state that is your new life. Once we start listening to that higher voice, it gets easier and faster to recognize. One must learn to dodge other entities that push thoughts forward. Acting as the higher self, though, always keep what you're doing in check. There will be a sense of knowing always with the higher self. And remember, is it from a place of love, of the all? The crown chakra is that place of knowing. I would assume it's our soul's plug right into us, a direct link right inside. There isn't really anything to heal with this chakra. It's there and ready to use for your higher purpose. We just need to learn to heal the pain of the lower ones so we can move above our shadows and our egos to connect directly to our soul. This means there isn't any meditation or healing exercises that you need to do, though everything helps, to find that voice. That voice is there. Look inside your brain right now. It has something to say for your better good right now. It is there always for us to listen to, for us to hold on to, for us to just be with. And it'll start slow in the beginning because perhaps for 10, 20, 50 years, depending on how old you are. Something has been telling you. Like, think of grumpy old dad or grandpa that's just working the farm or outside going, man, my life sucks. Do you think there wasn't a voice in their head? And they talk about their younger days. Oh, if I had just done this, my life would be better. Well, why don't you do that now? Do that now. Sure, maybe it would have been better if you did it at 20, but it's still great to do it at 30. It's still great to do it at 40. It's still great to do it at 50. If you're not dead, it's still great to do it. That voice is never going to stop. People think it's regrets, regrets, regrets. No, it's probably yes, and then it's that voice saying, do it now. Anything that's your life purpose that you're meant to do, guess what? You're always meant to do it. And many ships will sail here and there, like many opportunities come forward that we might have missed. Like, depending on what kind of, you're an athlete, you missed the 2022 Olympics, you missed that one. Guess what? There's another one in 4 years, so get working. You missed that audition for that show you wanted to do. Guess what? There'll be another show or another job or another something that you could do. So just because you missed that one ping that you should have done, it doesn't mean you shouldn't have. Just like you were told 5 years ago to stop drinking, it doesn't mean that if you stop drinking today, your life won't be great. Just because you were told to put down the potato chips and get off the couch 5 years ago, it doesn't mean that doing it today won't be any less great. In fact, maybe we'll have an even greater appreciation going forward into our life for what we just walked away from. So the moral of the story here, people, is that higher voice is always there. You can always tune in and listen to it. And the more we listen to it, like a muscle worked, it will get stronger and stronger and stronger until it is your life. And the mean, nasty voice, that's the That's the one that'll get less and less and less as your life gets more and more and more better, more abundant, more you. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to discuss just another overview of the chakras, okay? So we'll just finish it off with just touching on points with all of them on how we can live more cohesive, well-rounded life of them all working well together. So tune in, people. Listen up, literally listen up. Goodbye for now, Spirit Mom.